All right, what's the plan?
Well, we got it all torn down. She's tits.
So what is it?
Well, this is the 454 going into the 78 El Camino.
Okay.
And we fired it up the other night. We got it popping off immediately. Very first try, popped right off the ram. Squirted oil all over the place.
How long has it been sitting?
11 years.
There you
It
go.
was the last time it was registered. So, and it was an early registration that year. So, you know,
All right,
11 and some change. We're doing
let's
good.
check it out. What do we got going on here?
Well, you got a white trash cleanup job on the outside that rattle canned, but on the inside, we opened up. All I did was hit it with air.
Looks fucking brand new, huh?
I blew all the residual oil laying around on the inside. Just blew it all out, and that was it. Except for the heads. Under the valve covers, I didn't even blow those out. That's just the way they opened up. All I've done is take a razor blade to get off the little bit of gasket that's stuck and blown everything out.
So we're thinking low mileage.
Absolutely. There's no way it's got more than 50,000 miles on it.
I agree.
I did rotate it over. I've already had some beer, so I'm not going to attempt it again because this stand
It's a heavy bitch.
does not turn very well.
We're missing a wheel.
It's missing a wheel. We got that block of wood, though. It's stout. Falls on me.
All right, so what's it going on? What's the story behind that?
Okay, so when I was real young, like 15 years old, 14 years old, a buddy through a buddy got me some work and a job, you know, summertime shit. And every time I
Big old job?
Yeah, he lived at his grandfather's house, Milton Parks. Great, funny ass old man. He's rest in peace. You know, give him
Cheers.
a great old guy, funny as can be. And he had this El Camino for a lot of the rest of his life towards the end. You know, he bought it 20 years ago now. And it had been in wrecks because that dude couldn't see his whole time of driving. He was blind, but he hit everything that was moving. School bus of kids a couple times. So Maven inherited it, man. And I kind of grew up in my working, beginning of my adulting, I grew up and I always saw this car, and he had a 383 built for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a stroker. It was everything. He bought everything, and he bought duplicates of everything. When I first got this car, it had two torque converters for the transmission, depending on which route they took with the 383, on how much horsepower. Well, he had it built up real nice, and everything was ready to start putting together, and he got old, man. He was doing everything himself until about a month before he passed away at 87 years old. And Maven inherited a lot of the stuff that he had. This is one of them. Years went by, and Maven started a family and was building houses and selling them, and he started building another one. And right when he started to, he's like, "Man, I won't get to this for years. It'll be something that's completely destroyed by the time I get to it. Buy this car from me." He's like, "How much, man?" He's like, "For you, $500, and it comes with everything that Milton bought for it."
Hell yeah.
And I got a folder about that big of receipts on everything, but I didn't get the 383. He put it in his boat. So years later, after going to find out that the cab's rotted out and there's Bondo all over the place,
It's fine.
but it's okay. This is my dad had an El Camino when I was growing up, and it had a ratchet shifter in it. I'll never forget, man. We could never drive it because he got DWIs all the time. He never had a driver's license, so I never got to ride in that car.
I've got a ratchet shifter for it. If you want one,
let's slap it in there.
I got a Promatic Hearst.
Well, then we
You
gotta
can
go,
have it.
Then we gotta go
It's sitting
white.
over there
Then
somewhere.
we gotta go white with the outside.
I don't. Okay.
If we want to go back to that, I had this Hot Wheels car that matched up to what my dad had without the blower. And the Hot Wheels car had the blower, but that's fucking shit. Didn't have no fucking blower. But it did have a pretty tuned up, small block in there. It sounded great. When I was 7 years old, he'd give me the keys and let me fire it up until I put it in drive one day and ran it up into the dirt and it got stuck and he never let me do it again. So this is like kind of an emotional, like heartstrings in a lot of areas build, but this is gonna be my first.
Sentimental.
This is gonna be my first full build. I've done this for other people for years, and I've never built anything for myself. And now
it's nice, isn't it?
It's the time, and this is.
All right, so what's the plan? We got the 454. We got the 78 El Camino. Where do we go from here?
And we got some years in there. We got the right music playing for the time of somebody to own this.
All right.
We gotta be there. First thing starts.
So budget for sure.
we're trying to throw no money in. So I made a phone call to a teacher of mine of this industry, and it's still a good buddy of mine. Called him up and said what I was doing, and he said, man, we'll go through all of my storage of all the big block shit I have, and we're going to set you up with some things. So hopefully we can find some things that will match up and work equally throughout the rest of the drivetrain.
All right.
So far, we got $1.50 into this, and then several cases of beer.
So we're doing good.
And the $1.50 was a test starter button.
Yeah.
Just so we can fire it up. And Robert, he actually, so to me it's still free because he threw that in on the deal. Best free man in the world to give you a big block.
Fucking free, dude.
Free that ended up almost brand new.
It fucking looks brand new, dude. Tits. Mains are tits. You can start a brush fire on your face or what?
Sometimes it'll happen. That's how I trim the mustache.
No, it's tits, dude. Fucking tits.
It's beautiful.
Super clean. Super clean. All right, so where do we go from here?
Okay, so I
budget build wise, parts
I
wise.
turned it all down and figured out what things I'm gonna need.
Okay.
We're gonna run this ugly stock fuel pump.
What's wrong with that? It runs tits.
There's nothing. It's gonna work.
So we're gonna run that.
We're gonna run that. We'll see what my buddy can toss my way. If there's some things that'll work together, then we'll throw it since it's gonna be either free or I'll help put together a car that I took apart for him a long time.
There you go.
You know, this is
Some
how,
barter shit.
This is how it's supposed to be. This is how you build a
This is hot rodding.
This is exactly how it should be, and it's always been done the right way. If you got money to throw at it, that's awesome, but
That ain't hot rodding.
we gotta see how well we can do from nothing.
Yeah.
So everything's getting rattle canned. So I tore it all apart, wire wheeled the outside.
All right, so basically this is going in basically semi as is for now. We're gonna get it on the road and then upgrade from there, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get it thrown together what we can get for nothing.
So we're gonna do the timing chain, check it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna check valve lash and bullshit, but it's
we have
tits.
every wrong puller in the shop today. And it turns out
There's a million pullers in here. They don't ever fit.
With all the other projects that we're both stretched out on, there's not a single puller.
All over God's green earth in
Monster,
Comal
yeah.
County. All right.
The whole county has all of our tools.
But water pumps tits.
Water pump's great.
Fuel pump probably
we saw
works
the video
good.
on the oil getting sprayed out, so the oil pump's got to be perfect.
Oh yeah, tits.
We're not going to reuse the oil filter. We are going to spare and get a new one.
We're gonna splurge a little.
We're gonna, just a little. I'm going to splurge and we're going to do the whole new gasket set. I'm not going to go out and just RTV it, but I kind of want to. But I've been
No.
Been talked out of it.
All right, so we're gonna splurge again.
No, so we're going to get all slapped together.
All right, what about the exhaust? What are we doing?
There's a discrepancy there, but Robert's right. 2.5 is all I need. I want to go 3. You know.
All right, so what do we got over here?
You
Then?
know, 3 for 3. You know.
I don't know what that means, but
So if you've ever worked on anything with headers, you know spark plugs are a nightmare. You know running it around piping, running around the frame, everything else is a bitch. So these are basically headers.
looks like a little bitty header to me.
Yeah, with just a bunch of bullshit on it that California probably made somebody add to it. So we're gonna yank them out, and I'll decide to I'll either weld them in and grind them flat and put little.
Nah, we can plug these.
We can plug them, but if I weld on there, I can engrave some really inappropriate shit in each one. So we'll see how.
Well, the best part is you got this fucking bellow right here. So as they heat and expand, you won't have to crack and fucking run it.
And if that goes out,
Honestly, those fucking head pipes probably clear the fucking El Camino just fine.
and if they do,
Well, obviously this is going.
if they do, everything else even works out better. And then after that, we're gonna straight pipe it until we finally throw. If anybody out there has some old glass packs, I'm talking about original glass packs. I'm talking 20 years ago. 20 years ago.
Old thrushes.
Nothing you can buy anywhere now.
All right, deal.
I want the old ones. If you got it, anybody out there's got them, you give us a note. You let
Trade
us
some
know.
beer for it.
A lot of beers. A fat girl or two. You know, however you want it.
Redheads, whatever.
Redheads. McDuff's always free on the weekends. We'll yank out these little plugs they want to throw in there.
Yeah, all that bullshit's going.
Yeah, it'll all get yanked out, and we'll go through with
All
it.
the EGR shit's going.
Yeah, we're not running anything.
Yeah, it's a
that's-
mini fucking little header. Who gives
Yeah,
a
we're
fuck?
not gonna waste any little bit of horsepower on something that California wants.
So 230 horse, and what do we figure? 3,400 pound fucking El Camino.
Yeah, 3,400 pound El Camino.
3,400 beers will be good to go.
There's gonna be more beers than it weighs by the time
Yes,
it's
for
done.
sure.
So far,
So it'll be done by Friday?
No, but a running in a vehicle by Christmas would be nice.
Oh, for sure.
And
That's doable.
That's stretchable. That's
doable.
That's time for me to go enjoy outside life and still come back in and spend as much time as I can. And since Robert has convinced me to go get it, we spent an entire day to get what I needed.
We got a lot of shit done in, what, 2 or 3, 4 days?
4 frames. Some had cabs, some didn't. To the house in one day.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 of them were in the neighborhood.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. We got it here.
Nutsack.
It doesn't look like a whole lot's been done, but I've been drinking intermittently. So, but I haven't gone a day without doing it. And it's
it's hits.
You know, just do a little bit there, here, and there. And this is we'll call it a white trash build because, I mean, God damn it, I have a mullet. You got to do it the way
it's
you live.
It's not flapping in the wind.
Well, it's a cooler night. Okay, hold on. Ooh, that neck crack and everything. You know, whip it
Damn,
around,
you almost
get
blew
it
a
ready to
gasket
go.
there.
Well, I'm gonna blow some gaskets.
A few O-rings out, huh?
I've been known to blow an O-ring or two out.
All right, so let's wrap it up. Where are we going from here? What's next on this? You gonna
next will be
reseal it,
the gasket
paint it,
will come in, and we will see what we can collect together from a mutual friend of ours. And if nothing else, then it's going all back stock. And we're just
it's got a Q-jet on it. It's got a single plane cast iron intake. It's fucking tits.
Yeah, it's everything, and it fired faster up than
I'm not a Chevy guy.
some new vehicles, but
yeah,
it popped off, and then we didn't get that first fire up in video.
I don't know how we didn't. I swear to God,
and you recorded it, but I guess it just
something happened. But anyway,
it got lost in the zone, you know.
All right, so let's
getting a little weird at night, you know. You kind of lose some things, kind of find.
Well, that was like a 20-hour day of fucking vehicle fucking rounding up shit. Let's go fucking check out the frame real quick.
All right.
Fucking John Denver, what the fuck?
Well, he'll
start out with.
He shows up sometimes. All right. Well, so this is the frame it came with, and with the work I've done throughout the years, I have somebody who's given me 3 other El Caminos.
Yeah, we got plenty of parts vehicles.
I have 3 other parts vehicles to take from
that are semi-decent.
One of them used to be a rally vehicle.
You derbied it or what?
It was derbied before we got hold of it.
Which one's that?
It's the one with the welded-in tailgate, so it has a big bumper. It's not actually a tailgate, it's all sheet metal, but it looks like a tailgate. Okay. So somebody's cheating in them derbies.
All right, so we got the turbines, the Hurricanes, whatever you want to call them.
And those are going to stay.
Absolutely.
Those are definitely going to stay. They cannot leave.
So we need some skinnies. We need some fatties back here.
And we may end up running dual fatties. And it turns out, I mean, everything's ready to go. These mounts are actually just leather, but they're brand new. Never been used.
So we do have power steering.
We do have power steering.
And you gonna do manual brakes, power brakes? What are we doing?
We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what kind of parts we can scavenge. Because if we can upgrade to anything to the
I assume this is power, huh?
I believe
With the proportioning valve's got to be.
Proportioning valve, so.
Well, I guess it's got discs, huh? Oh, I can't see them. Discs?
I've never taken the wheels off.
Can you see in there? I can't see in there. It's probably got discs up front.
Yeah, it's got something going on.
Okay, but overall, not a bad frame.
But
and it's a built rear.
It is a built rear end.
10 bolt.
It's a posi.
I can't see shit.
It is a posi. I'll grab that light right quick.
How about you grab a beer while you're in there?
A couple, right?
My God. You can't see shit. Not a whole lot of room here. But it is a perimeter frame, 10 bolt, built. It's got the Hurricanes, man, turbines. Alright, what you got, Holmes?
I got a light and I got you a beer.
Alright, got me roadie.
Okay. So everything's a little rusted, but when I first got it, I immediately yanked the cab off.
Alright.
And went to blasting the whole frame.
Okay.
I hit a little bit of the chrome, you know, but I don't. Chrome don't get me home, but it has gotten me some dome.
That's a good point.
But it's a
good point.
It was built as a posi, and after I sandblasted everything, and I was getting ready to just paint the frame, you know, a North Star black, maybe a little flat, maybe a little glossy. Didn't really have a choice, or a pick it. Didn't really care.
Yeah.
Just wanted to start getting it done, and we found a bend. We found a bend real tight.
It's fine.
Somewhere under here.
Well, we got another frame. We got another body
We got three
too.
other.
So.
We got 2 other great bodies and 3 other frames.
Yeah, we got some options here.
And a lot of this other things.
It's all free.
All the brakes are all brand new. I have all
Okay.
the seats and everything else. They've already been put on.
So it's gonna
These
be a.
lines that are these fuel lines that are rusted. They were brand new when they were put on. They're outside ugly, but I mean, goddamn it, that's because I sandblasted it and scuffed them up.
So we're gonna bastardize this thing between what,
We're gonna
3 or
yank-
4.
We're gonna yank everything good that we can off of this. We're gonna toss this frame and get rid of it with that other frame, hopefully.
Okay.
And then and we'll build up from one of the better bodies that we have.
But you have a good trans, right?
I have a I can't remember. It's on the receipt because I never gave a shit when I first opened it up. It's either a built turbo 350 or a built turbo 400. I did lose the torque converter.
Okay. Well, we can buy one.
So that'll be one of them big old heavy jobs that we
Like a
bust a lot of
3K stall.
we know 3K stalls should be where it's at, so we can daily beat this thing and still be able to cruise it and take it out and really hammer it down at the track.
Okay. So you're set with the trans. You got a good fucking rear. We definitely got a good motor to start with.
And when I bought this thing, I bought all the parts I got with it. I got a brand new interior set, brand new carpet, brand new dash, brand new bench seat, brand new windshield, back window, brand new tailgate, because the tailgate we had was this thick of Bondo. The tailgates that come with are this big. So,
You got some to choose from.
yeah, I have a lot of extra parts too.
Alright.
Trim packages, but we're not going trim. And we're either going to go 100% white or 100% black with this whole vehicle. Motor's going all black.
It's gonna be
no matter what.
segregated.
Is that term PC anymore?
El Camino's, yes.
Alright. Who cares either? So, yeah, win the night out, and whether the body goes white or black. The old lady I got likes turquoise, so we're gonna slap some of that.
All
color.
right, yeah. So
We're gonna slap. a
what
little
what
bit
color
of
is that?
That's a Mopar blue. If
No.
I'm not wrong, right?
Pontiac.
Pontiac.
Early Pontiac
Early,
blue.
early.
That's the pre-64, whatever it
Well,
is.
give them an example of what it ages to.
Oh yeah, so these are some 62 heads Pontiac. That's what it's gonna look like. Best color ever. So it's gonna have a little accent to it, which would
Just
look
some-
tits in a white El Camino,
I mean, just something to just
flat black
throw
and
at it.
Pontiac blue.
And if I had my choice, we'd be slapping this motor in the bed of that El Camino. We'd pull wheelies with it. But
V driver.
it's a budget build. So.
Yeah, budget build for sure.
And we just want to, all I want to be able to do is take it to the track and throw it to any friend that ever helped turn a wrench. That's all it needs to be.
Which is me and you.
Effort. Well, Rick threw the parts.
Oh, yeah.
Or he's willing to throw some parts, so, and he won't come out because he don't give a shit to do that. He just likes building them and making them look pretty.
We do still have some hot rod buddies for sure.
And whoever comes turns a wrench or throws some handy information at it will come take the keys and you melt my fucking $140 at a time tires.
See, I'm telling you, that thing's not gonna make a whole lot of power, and it will surprise the fuck out of you in that Lighthouse El Camino.
And we're gonna lighten the load too. There's a lot of things we're gonna be taking out of the car.
It's gonna be tits, dude. I'm telling you, it's gonna surprise you.
It's gonna.
You know, you talk to
This
you know
is a new-
whoever,
this is a
and
new
they're like,
chapter in my automotive building life. You know, I do this a lot for other people. I'm glad and excited to finally be able to.
whole different world, huh?
Yeah,
Take pride in it, man.
you know, I have motivation and I'm not even getting paid to do it.
I have motivation. I'm fucking stoked, dude.
It gives me something to put against another buddy, whether they beat me.
It's not
or
a
I beat
competition,
them,
Neil.
It doesn't matter. Just something to run with them. You know.
Yeah, win or lose, let's
Sunday
go.
afternoon, crack a cold one,
Friday night,
fucking run.
put a good dip in.
Well, I cut back on the dipping a little bit.
Come on,
But on
dude.
Friday night, we got to.
All right, let's go.
And until next time,
Cheers.
cheers and
Cheers.
cheers and beers.
All right, we'll
Couple
see
broads,
y'all.
Couple dudes.
Couple few dudes, a bunch of broads, brewskis,
But always-
booze cruising.
But always a good time at the halfway house.
Always. See y'all later.